Whoa. Yeah, we're back in the spot. Taking my shots.
Hey y'all, it's your girl Naja Imani, and you're tuned into another episode of Let's Talk About It podcast. And today we have a multifaceted artist here, dope, creative. No, seriously, influential, inspiring. Okay, so we're gonna really get into it today. RAWW BLUE.
Thank you so much, Naja Imani. It's your boy. I'm in the building, man. Feel me? I am here. I'm blessed to be here. Thank you so much, yo.
Thank you.
Yes.
Today we're gonna get into it. I want to get into the journey. I want to get into the personal life, the business, most importantly.
Okay.
So we're gonna really take our time down memory lane. We're definitely gonna take our time down memory lane and break it down.
Okay.
Are you good with that? We good?
Course, yes.
And you can't be shy. I don't want to hold it back.
Nah. I'm here. Everything.
So before I get into, because I know we had business launches, music, performances, experiences, highlights. I actually want to backtrack because I remember M3 RAWW BLUE.
Okay, yes sir. That's a fact.
So let's start about where we're from. Remember that?
M3 RAWW BLUE.
Right.
Yes sir. That was like my full name. Like it was crazy.
For real? You miss those days?
Yeah, I do.
For real. So let's get into it. Let's talk about it. So let's start from there. When did you start? Where we from?
Yeah. All right. So I'm from Brooklyn. You know what I mean? And then I moved from Brooklyn at 9 years old, and then that's when I moved to the state, and I was in Middletown. You know what I'm saying? And I was turning up. You know what I'm saying? I was
845.
Yeah, 845. Shout out to 845. You know what I'm saying? I was in Middletown turning up, and I was just like, that's when I met shout out to Kev and Dolo. I met them in middle school though. You know what I'm saying? And in 7th, 8th grade, and 7th grade, 6th grade, 6th, 7th, 8th grade.
So we were just friends around this time.
Right, yeah, exactly. And then that's when M3 started.
So what was M3? Was it just a group, back in the day?
Yeah, it was a group at first, just like, playing around.
Right.
We made a song called Make My Money.
That's what started it all?
Yeah, and Kevin and people on the team, they don't even rap and stuff, and they were just rapping, making fun of mad girls in the town.
Right.
They was going crazy. He was going crazy on mad girls in the town. Like, he was just playing around on
being
songs.
Boys.
It was messed up, but it was funny as hell. Anyway, so that's how, and then from there, I started taking my craft more seriously, and then, I just started carrying it on my back, as we all did.
So what shifted that? Like, what said, you know what, I think I can do this a little more seriously?
After being cut. That's a story that I tell a lot. It's a big part of my career.
What happened?
After being cut? You remember you wasn't upstate at that time?
I don't remember.
Oh, for real?
So I came up around when I was 13, 14.
Okay.
So that was 8th grade for me.
Yeah. Okay, so I didn't know you then.
Yeah.
So I was at a party around around Sutton Hill in Middletown, and the story's on YouTube. I don't want to spend too much time on it. It's very long.
Yeah,
but I was in the wrong place at the wrong time.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And the party was ending, and I got there when it was ending, and I was just that person that night. I didn't know the people.
Right.
I gave them a pound 5 minutes before I met them. You know what I'm saying? I was with my brother Tony. You know what I'm saying? And a couple, Dolo and everybody.
Yeah.
So it was just crazy. It was just crazy. And
that was life changing for you?
Yeah, I died. You know what I'm saying? I died. I got 200 stitches. You know what I'm saying? I had to do the clear,
really, the moon. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, I was in the ambulance, and I woke up in the ambulance. I was like, oh snap! I didn't even know how I got in the ambulance because they took so long to come. You know what I'm saying? So I got in the ambulance, and then I woke up to that on the shock thing.
Right.
So, and I was like, and I had the oxygen on my face.
That's crazy.
So that changed my whole life from there. And I was like, all right, that was just for me dancing around town. I danced.
That's what I known you, right?
Yeah, exactly. That was just for me dancing. I danced. So, and I ended up in a video that was on TV for P-Star. And it was on Music Choice, MTV and stuff. So
shout out to them.
Right, shout out to P-Star. It was just crazy, because man, 10 years later, now I'm in Young Ma's video. You know
right,
what I'm
right.
So,
That's why I'm like, what? And for that to be the life-changing moment where it's like you lose your life, literally.
Yeah.
And then you're like, you know what? I have to make this change. I have to get up out of this scenario, this situation, this environment. And that, again, you don't hear stories like that often, especially nowadays. Nowadays, I seen 6ix9ine rapping, and now it's time to get it.
Exactly. And honestly, it's honestly the Brooklyn in me too. It's the Caribbean in me. I don't stop. I ain't
Caribbean.
I'm Guyanese.
Guyanese. My dad's Guyanese too.
Okay.
Right. So we here.
GT10, facts. I want. So yeah, but all that is just in me. So like the different beat patterns and everything. Like I know I'm gonna. I know how to create a hit.
Right.
I know how to bring a hit. And not to jump over that story. Hold up. Let's backtrack real quick.
We skipping the journey.
Yeah. So, but with that thing, it ended off with me having I had to fly in a helicopter. They flew me to Westchester from Middletown in a helicopter because it was too serious. I thought I was about to die.
Seriously? No, for real.
As all that was about happening, I was like, I'm about to die. Like
and that feeling, you don't even know what that feeling is until you're there.
Exactly.
So
it's hard to even explain.
Exactly. Right. It's really like I'm listening to something like damn, like I really didn't. I didn't know. I really didn't know the story behind that. So that's really good to know that's inspired you.
I left with 200 stitches, So and it took me a whole year. I was under commission. So, but I came back after that.
Bounce back, right?
Yeah, and that's what it was about. I moved. All that stuff. My mom got me out the. It was crazy.
As she should, right?
It was crazy. So that's why, you didn't see me as much around.
Right. Until exactly.
Until I got right. Until I was
right.
Everything was.
So when you moved away, is that when you tapped into seriously into the music? Because I know. Go ahead.
You got it.
So because I know that, like you're saying, you had the M3 group, and then after the situation, you guys started the music a little bit, playing around. After the situation, this life-changing situation, you was out of commission. You had to move out for a while, and in that process, when you were away, is that when you got into that?
Yeah, I was already going hard though, but that's when I was like, nah, I started going to church more,
right?
You know what I'm saying, and everything. So I wanted to find myself more and be more comfortable with who I am, and I started being less out in the parties and just focusing on being the person that the people party to,
right?
You know
right? Because you do see the difference though, even now or even before, you always was the calm, cool, collected.
I was different than everybody I hung out with.
Always.
I knew everybody knew that.
Right. So now that you tapped into that, I was like, I know I'm different, and I know I'm gonna go down this path. It's so amazing to see that you really did go down this path.
They used to be cutting my. I can't.
No, you can cut your ass.
They used to be cutting my ass. They used to be cutting my ass in the Cherry Lounge and all that shit.
The Cherry Lounge.
It always used to be annoying. I used to have to leave. I'm going home.
Right. I ain't got time for your bullshit.
Too much, man. I want to do some promo.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But they just would. That's still my bros.
Right.
I still go check them and shit. But yeah, man, they used to be cutting my ass. But I just always been different. I always had my mind set on what I wanted.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So all that was happening for me was about me taking it deeper for myself, me going harder. That's all it took, because it was I wasn't the best rapper.
Right.
So it was you gonna go hard? Because I was getting shitted on in Middletown. You know what I'm saying? I was getting shitted on. Niggas wasn't fucking with me all day. Yo, yeah, you.
We gonna get into that, right?
Yeah, so so I had to just go harder. Everything was about me going harder, and if I didn't go hard, I didn't. I ain't gonna lie. I didn't really feel like I had the energy around that was gonna make me keep going.
Exactly.
At that time, so I just had to find the encouragement myself, and that's why sometimes I separated myself and I was involved in.
I seen, right.
And I'll just be over there building the fan base over there, and
How did you start building a team though? Because I know I don't know, but I know as an artist, how you be like, I don't know. Yeah. But as an artist, it's okay, studio, producing. Who was that team with you at that time?
Right. It started with me and Dolo. Me and Dolo were the first ones in M3.
Shout out to him because he's got some good music out too.
Shout out to my brother Dolo De Niro for real, upstate New York. So it started off with me and Dolo in 5th grade, and we met Kevin in 6th grade. And M3 was big, as you know. It was everybody was joining. It was everybody joining at one point. Everybody. Right. So after a while, it became out of hand. We was oh shit, it's this person repping it, we don't even know them. And
Right.
This person repping it, we don't even know them. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
But like, you know, so it was like, all right, it's out of hand now. Like, it's out of, you know, we can't control it now.
Right,
'Cause
right.
People just putting people down and we don't even know about. But it started with me and Dolo. Then we met Kevin in 6th grade. Then I had my brother. Then I had Pedro. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
And,
shout out to him too.
But like, we've been together since like, you know, 3rd, 2nd grade. Like me, my brother, and Pedro and
Yeah.
stuff. So, but like it didn't start from until me and Dolo, and then Kevin and Tony, and that's when they came together in 6th grade, 7th grade. No, 7th grade, because me and Kevin didn't like each other in 6th grade. So,
That's not always happen. Like your friends, you never like each other when it
we
begins.
didn't like each other at all.
Years later, we all close.
Our whole family close together. I can't even get rid of that kid if I wanted to.
Right,
So
right,
that's my bro.
Right, that's how it is. The whole
my brother,
family over there, I love them.
Shout out to Kevin, man. Yeah, word. So yeah, that's
So who like, all right, so in that team, like, who was the producer? Like, who was producing your music back then? Or were you doing like YouTube, like still getting the beat? Right?
I was getting the beats
Okay.
off of the YouTube, and I was, but that's the thing though. Like even back then, I want you to know, like I was like, you know what I'm saying. Everybody was playing their part, but I was the nucleus of everything that was going on. Any move that you seen that was going on, like I was putting both of my feet in that whole team.
Right.
I was booking the video shoots. I was getting the MySpace designs.
Right.
I was getting all the designs. I was editing the videos. I was putting on YouTube. Any videos you've seen of edited was from me.
That was you, right?
You know what I'm saying? So I was behind all that to make that name. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So then we got signed when I was 16. Me and Pedro and
Who did you guys get signed to?
And Youngin. It wasn't a major label. It was a management.
Yeah.
Shout out to TK and but he from Miami. He came and signed us because after I got cut, I'll just tell you this part.
Yeah.
After I got cut, you know, they said to stay out for your arm probably getting tired. But you can probably.
Yeah, you whenever you.
Yeah, now you can like
We don't want you to get hurt.
can brace it somewhere.
You come over here a little bit.
You
Like.
can break this one. But so after I got cut, you know, they said to, you know, I'll be out for a year. I had my neck all bandaged up, and you know, I got I was still grinding at that time, and that was one of the hottest times of my life when I was on TV and stuff. So you know, so I had to miss out on it in a way. So I got offered to open up for Ray J. You know what I'm saying, and that was huge.
What year is this approximately?
Dang,
Like 2016,
that's a hard
2015?
one. I could tell you what age I was.
No.
I don't know.
He's not gonna tell you
Yeah, I
age.
don't know. That math right now. I was 16. I was 16.
Wow.
Yeah, it was still that. It was still that year.
Yeah.
No. I was 15. I was 15. Yeah, I was 15 because I got cut when I just turned 15.
Wow.
So I had to wait a year until I healed.
Right.
But months later, it was in the summer, I got offered to open up for Ray J, and like on my MySpace, I remember that, and I was like, dang, like I could barely move. I gotta move my neck with my body.
But it's gonna get done.
I was like, you know what? I'm taking a bandana. I'm wrapping my neck so nobody can see it, and we moving. You feel me? And then I brought Pedro. You know what I'm saying? I was like, yo, you performing with me? All that, you know, like just to help to keep the entertainment up.
Yeah.
You're doing that. Come on, let's go. So we went and did that.
And
we
that's
did that
at
show. We killed
15,
it.
16.
Yeah, at Highlight Ballroom in Manhattan. You know what I'm saying?
Wow.
So it was a really dope show.
Was that your first break?
Yeah, and it was on YouTube. It's on YouTube too. I can't make none of this up.
I
Everything
know.
is on YouTube.
Everything.
Yeah.
That's why I was saying it's so dope that you recorded things.
Everything, yeah.
This whole time, you know, everything before YouTube was even
popping.
Exactly.
Yeah. I got on YouTube when it first came out. I'm on there at 12 years old.
Like,
I want to tell you.
and it's so dope. I'm looking. I'm like, wow. And it's nowadays. I don't record anything.
Yeah,
it's so bad.
It's no. A lot of us don't because it's Instagram.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I'm like, I don't have the. Sometimes I don't even have the time, or I'm just living in the moment.
Trust me, I know what you mean.
But it's like nowadays. What
I think Instagram messed that up.
Yeah, Instagram messed that up.
It messed up YouTube. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. Because people before couldn't blog nowhere else.
You're right.
Yeah, you had to put everything on
You're right.
on YouTube. And now it's like, even me, I'll put like a dope video on my gram, 1 minute,
And then-
lace it up and everything. And I'll be like, wait, I got to put this on YouTube. Wait, I forgot all about the tube. Like,
No, I think now people just go to YouTube just for the check now. Because it's like, I know I can get paid.
Yeah, exactly. You know, so
how
I'm
does
getting
that
monetized
work?
off that.
I was
too.
about to
You already
say,
know that. Shout out to YouTube. Whoa. Yeah, shout out
And
to
for your
YouTube.
videos from years ago,
Yes, sir.
before the check was even coming, right?
Yeah, I could get that. You know
That's
what I'm saying?
what I'm talking about.
So that's why it all comes in clutch. Still, it all comes back around in
Right,
a
in the
circle.
end, that's
and
dope.
All my work I did, and you know what I'm saying, I'm still getting monetized.
How does that
off
feel?
That shit.
That's dope.
It's great.
That's great. You know, I can't complain.
It's great. I had a vision since back then.
Right.
And like even though niggas would make fun of me sometimes for being quiet or like having a different opinion,
Still
like,
stayed in your lane.
Exactly. And I just knew my vision. I just knew what I had to do. I'll go home and do what I had to do sometimes. Sometimes I'll miss out on parties just to stay home and edit a video.
Right,
so,
right.
You know what I'm saying? It's like, nah, I'm gonna stay home, just edit this video, and the video wouldn't even be of me.
No, but that just shows you again you're talented, and then you have that business mentality.
Yeah.
And I really want to tap into that, but I just don't want to skip because I know I do that all the time.
We got so much, man.
So
we
much to talk about.
So much, man.
So,
We here.
exactly.
Shout out to Naja. You know what I'm saying? We in the building, man. Whoa.
I'm about to mention that all day.
All day. One of the best upcoming, you know what I'm saying, interviewers in New York City. Get that. Remember that.
Thank
Real
you.
talk. Remember
Thank
that.
you. Thank you.
84510, you know that.
Hello.
Whoa.
You know what? I gotta record this, okay?
Jiggy ting. Nah, we'll talk with here.
But before we get into the business, because a lot of people, this is what this platform for me is for.
Okay.
It's for the millennials, the upcoming entrepreneurs and artists and everyone that wants to do it but doesn't know how.
Yeah.
So it's because you've been through it 16. Now it's like, oh wow, he was 16 when he did this. It's inspiring and encouraging me to jump into that role. But not understanding the journey, not understanding the roadblocks, it makes it a little more difficult, and it scares a lot of people.
Yeah, it's definitely it's scary. I was about to
ask you, what are some roadblocks that you went through that journey, especially coming out 15, 16? That's crazy.
I came out 14 actually. That's when I was in the video. I was on TV. So
before the whole situation, right? Okay,
that's when it started just getting crazy after people see me on TV, and then I was just that. I was that kid that was fighting in the streets. Still, you know what I'm saying? I wasn't like all the way into it, but now I deal with it. It's still scary now because I went to the doctor not too long ago and they told me that like I actually do suffer from high anxiety and I didn't even know that. So,
right.
But I just
so is that one of the complications, like as an artist, or is it just?
I mean, everywhere I go, every event, everywhere I go, I don't like people standing behind me.
Right.
I mean, I got cut from people I gave a pound 5 minutes before they cut me, and jumped me and cut me. You know what I'm saying? So it's like I got high anxiety with anyone I'm around now.
So you you got to exactly.
I don't even like. It's crazy, you know what I'm saying? So, but I gotta be around.
And no, for real, and that's the mentality of us. About color, we're like that too because in the environment that we grow up in, you have to be like that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You have to be on your P's and Q's. You have to be more observant of your environment so that things like this doesn't happen, because that happens a lot and it's sad, Yeah. So it's like being in this industry as well, that multiplies it by 1,000. You know what I'm saying? Because people, when they see you climbing up that chart, and they be the closest ones to you.
Trust me. I had somebody from Middletown before talking about how they was like posting status about how they was gonna kill me and stuff. Like,
you're lying.
Yeah, for real. Like, and then I had people like that, that knew me commenting on his stuff. Like, yo, you're bugging.
Right.
He's a cool dude. How would you? And those people like, nah, like he been rich since I'm gonna kill him on Allah. I'm like
wow.
So imagine you know what I'm saying. So it's crazy. I had OGs having to talk to the person like, nah, it's my little homie.
Yeah,
it's my little,
but then it's
I wasn't worried about it, but I still was worried about it.
Yeah, because you never know.
Random, and I don't know the person.
Exactly.
So, so.
And then with the situation that you've been through, anything anything can happen. You're not doubting nothing.
I'm not playing, man. Like, I don't got time. So, that's what I'm saying. A lot of people at 845 don't even know, you from
the real.
Like the real and real talk. Like M3 started a lot of artists in 845. We created a lot of waves in 845s. We was throwing parties and all that. You know what I'm saying? That's why Money Making Millionaires got so big for. We have 100,000 views on YouTube as a collective, but on one video.
I would say this is an old video too.
Oh, exactly. On one video on YouTube that says M3 first. You know what I'm saying? From people seeing us entertaining, going out, just going to parties, and we started a wave that a lot of people don't want to admit, you know what I'm saying? But it's like, it's cool because we know what it is.
Right.
And like, and then it's.
Do you think that wave got like confused with the violence?
Yeah.
And that's what kind of like watered it down now?
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
you know?
It was a lot of violence back then, you know, because we were still in violence too.
Yeah.
You know, we was fighting and going to a lot of parties. After a while, when I got more comfortable after not going to parties, we were going to parties again because I had more people, obviously. You know, but,
hey, don't play with me this time.
Nah, that ass, you know, and listen, I
don't want to get too crazy on here.
You know what I mean? But yeah, for me, so we started popping on more and stuff, but like it still brought more trouble.
Right.
And, it distracted
from
the name.
It brought hate.
It brought a lot of hate, and but you know, down the line, man, you know, down the line, we all, you know, I know not to skip a lot, but we all have to. We don't have to, but we just. I decided to leave M3 after a while. You know what I'm saying? And that's why you didn't see me with them anymore after a while, even though that's my bros. But I decided to leave because of the violence. Right.
And it kind of, if the violence would, you know, misconstrued your image.
And for the whole vision that I built up, especially for us, and it wasn't what I built up. I didn't build that up. So I was like, why is it
that's not me?
Exactly. I was like, why is it following me? Even though like I'm with it too, I'm with the shit. You know what I'm saying? But I'm like, I'm not in the game for this. You know what I'm saying?
I'm gonna play a little smarter.
Yeah, I'm not. I'm trying to be corporate. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to be corporate. I ain't trying to. So you know, and it was a lot of way deeper things. But I decided to separate myself. But like still tell them that they're my family though.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? There's not no. So that's when Jiggy Gang came along, and that's what we repping now. You know what I'm saying? And everybody's still, you know what I'm saying? Everybody's still cool. Right. You know what I'm saying? Everybody's still, but everybody went their own ways. Me, Pedro, my brother. You know what I'm saying? Everybody went their own ways.
But everybody went their own ways, but still is doing their thing in their own lane. You know?
Exactly.
And I was gonna ask you that. How is that? You know, that transformation from going to being social with your friends to listen, I gotta do business. You know, I gotta take that step.
It's been hard. It's made us not talk sometimes. It's made us. It's broke friendships. Right. You know what I'm saying? It's because certain people don't understand what you got to do. You know what I'm saying? That want you to still be in their position. You know what I'm saying? And that's not for everybody, but for some people. So it's hard. You know what I'm saying? Some people just got to understand. Like, yo, I'm not on the same wavelength as you no more. Right. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm hungry. Like, it's all I think about. I don't know what you think about when you wake up, but it's all I think about when I wake up, and it's still every day when I wake up. It's all I think
till
about.
today.
Like till today, every day, and that's why people can't mess with me on Twitter. People don't even think about Twitter no more.
You do. I see every day.
You feel what I'm saying?
Yes.
I'm on that motherfucker every day. 70,000. I got more people. I got more followers than people that signed to major labels because I've been on that bitch since 2009. You know,
and you're genuine with it. So it's not like I'm just. You know how people are clout chasing, just write stuff. Man, you're genuine with it.
Yeah, I just be writing regular shit, and it's just I interact with my people. That's just what it's about.
I was just about to tell you that.
You know what I'm saying? I retweeted you.
Yes, I did. Yeah, I'm like you're dope and you're real. You know, a lot of people like to put on this facade, especially when they go to another level. Put on this facade where
I don't do that shit.
You don't. You know what
you
never
is?
Were like that though.
No.
Exactly.
You know what it is, and it's very hard because I'm fighting something right now where it's telling me like, yo, I feel like because I got friends that's like, you know, a couple 100,000 followers and stuff, but like I noticed that I feel like once people hit 100,000, it's like something in their brain that goes, I gotta be different. I can't answer nobody no more. And I get it. You can't be accessible. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, that's what it is.
No, you can't be. I'm not accessible. I don't want to be accessible because I have my time wasted too much. Just from people that just be like, "Hey, what you doing?" Right. And it's like, wait, what the fuck? I'm in the middle of a meeting right now.
Exactly.
Like, you know what I'm saying? So I'm not doing that no more. I don't like to be accessible. I got. You know what I'm saying? So yeah. What was the question again?
But it's a difference from being accessible to being Hollywood or changing who you are.
Right. Yeah. And like that's the thing. People that want to be Hollywood, I feel like that's your decision. You know what I'm saying?
But you hit 100,000. But what is that? What about that 100,000 changed you though? You're still.
All right. So once you hit 100,000, you know.
Break it down for me. Break it down.
Yeah. I just hit 50,000. You know what I'm saying?
Say hello.
Shout out to that. Whoa. We just hit 50,000. That's been really hard work. You know what I'm saying? I just hit 50,000, and that labeled me an official influencer.
Right. Okay. That's dope.
And someone told me that, and I was like, oh shit, yeah. Like,
Right.
I don't got no verified check yet. You know, but all right. All right.
Said, bring that
care.
verified check, okay?
Yeah, I'll take whatever label. I don't know what I am now, but who I am.
Who you are, who you define yourself as.
Yeah, I'm trying to get that check. Like,
Right.
I'm still going to be who I am. But,
Right.
you know, I'm going to be a little more something with that check.
Yeah,
you know what I'm
can't.
saying? I don't got no cosign, no nothing. So that check is my cosign.
Right.
You know, no label, no nothing. But
Right.
anyway, I'm sorry, damn, I keep forgetting. Can I keep going on track?
No, we was
But I love it though, because we talking, man. We having conversation.
That's good because I love that it's not like more of a let me think.
Yeah,
it's more, we just chopping it up.
I love it.
But it was more on just the fact that people change. Like,
Right. People change.
Yeah.
I'm not on that. I want everybody to,
especially with your friends and close family.
Exactly. You know, I still brought, people, I still brought, Kevin to TRL last year. You know what I'm saying? This year.
I seen that, yeah.
Yeah, I run the TRL, like, you know what I'm saying? So it wasn't, yo, fuck y'all.
Right,
you know
right.
What I'm saying? It was like, yo, I got to separate my brand.
Right.
But, like, y'all still my family. When I come up there, I'm going to see y'all.
Right.
And, like, oh, you in the city? Pull up with me. I'm going to TRL today. You know what I'm saying?
But are there some times where you feel like, guys, because I feel like people get that I'm obligated. Yeah. I grew up with you.
Trust me, yeah.
I grew up with you. I was there.
Yeah.
I'm supposed to be there with you.
Yeah.
And you're like, wait, but you didn't put that work in with me though.
Oh man, preach.
So it's like, I know, especially dealing with guys is a little different. It's a little more, aggressive. Or a little, it's a little different. So are those some things that you guys went through, or not just you guys, family too? Because family's number one.
Oh yeah. I ain't gonna talk about that. I mean, I got told I wasn't gonna be supported musically anymore after I left them three. You know what I'm saying? So for me to still come back and still go to someone and be like, yo, come to me at TRL.
Yeah, that's love.
And I did other things in that, you know what I'm saying? But like it's
uncounted.
love.
It's love, yeah.
It's like, nigga, like, you know what I'm saying? Like this is what I'm on. This is why I had to separate myself real quick. So I could say I could go do this real quick and pull up with me. Like it's not just you know what I'm saying? It's not just me, like I'm pulling up with myself. It's like, nigga, go pull up with me now.
Right.
I know people. Like we good. Like pull up. Like we got to take pictures. We got to sit in the front. We got to, you know what I'm saying?
And without that vision, this would have never happened.
Exactly. And like shout out to my mindset in 2016. When did we go on tour? 2016?
2016?
No, 2017.
17.
Shout out to my mindset.
Let's talk about it. What was it?
I was hungry. I told myself, ain't nothing stopping me from going anywhere this year. I don't care if I'm broke. I don't care if I'm broke.
Right.
I'm going. So I went on my first tour, and I respect that. You know what I'm saying? I went on my first tour in 2017.
So how do you go? If you're broke, right? Because this is what comes into. Are you resourceful? How are your movements? Yeah. So being broke or not having money, that's regular. That's reality.
Yes,
that time is going to come.
Yes, sir.
What do you do? Or what are we going to tell underground artists or things like that, or people that are aspire to do things? If you broke, what do you do?
2 words. Risk and sacrifice. Literally, that's literally what I did. Risk and sacrifice. I said, if I'm booked in Miami, I'm going to Miami.
Right.
What else do I got to know right now? I told myself I'm going out of the state. If I'm booked in Miami, I'm going to Miami.
Right. I
just got to find the money to go to Miami, and I'm going to find somewhere to stay.
Right. We're going to make it happen.
If I'm booked in LA, I'm going to LA. So I just made sure I just hit up a lot of people around different states around a certain time. And I'm going to let y'all know how I did it, because I was independent. I hit up a lot of people around the different states. So I got 70,000 people on my Twitter. You know what I'm saying? I had like 30,000 people on my Instagram at the time. And I said, I'm going to hit up different people and reach out to different people and see who wants to book me, see who's doing a show, hit them up, see if I could jump on their show.
That's important, right?
And if they say I could jump on their show, all I gotta do is find a plane ticket now. So it all ended up happening month after month or 2 weeks after each other. So I went out with my boy Teddy, I was with Ashley, and we went to 5 states: Texas, Miami, Pittsburgh, California, where else we went? Connecticut. You know what I'm saying? That's not a state, but it's still here. But you know what I'm saying? But it was crazy. So and we went broke in Miami. You know what I'm saying? Like, and we had to still get to California.
That's dedication, right there.
Yeah, we went broke. We went broke. You know what I'm saying? Like no money, no bread,
No, nothing, right?
no money. Like cause we was on the road the whole time.
No, that's crazy. Like, and it's I'm thinking about it because a lot of times people say like, by any means. By any means, I'm gonna do this, then the third. But when it comes to that point where it's gonna test you,
ooh, we was on the beach for a little minute. I'll tell you that.
Hello.
We was on the beach chilling. Like, what we about to do? We got a coconut. Got somebody to cut open a coconut. Like, yo, we eat a coconut right now.
No, that's crazy. But that's that real entrepreneur life, though.
Yeah, it was crazy. It was very hard. It's something to laugh about now, but that thing.
And it's more appreciative now.
Of course, I felt homeless then though,
right?
Because I didn't have nowhere. Oh man, we went broke. Like we can't pay for the hotel.
Right. You sitting there looking, y'all looking at each other like,
oh man, we like, look, man, oh god. So
that's crazy.
But good thing we had our flights booked to LA already.
Right,
so.
right. At least the flights was booked, so we just gotta worry about everything else. We can make some tuna sandwiches and crackers.
If the flights wasn't booked to LA, whoo. Woo-hoo. And that was for BET weekend.
Oh, really?
In LA, yeah, it was for BET weekend.
I was going to ask you about that. How was that experience?
Okay, so that was 2016.
That was 2016. Okay.
What you asking me about when I was on stage?
Yeah, right? Yeah. And then you had the I know you had the opening red carpet.
Hey, you can put that in, like over there. Yeah.
Go ahead.
I know.
Oh, you can put it right here.
Right here, something right here.
Oh yeah, something right here. Look, you can put it right here. And have it, yep.
Just move it over a little bit or something so we can catch both of us. Oh, my fault.
No, you good.
You know, she working TV, so...
I know how to do this, all right? I know how to do this. Or maybe under here. Maybe like right here.
If you think it's better the way you was holding it, then do your thing.
Right? She like, I messed up my work here.
I wanted to catch both of us, though, but just move it back. I'm sorry about that.
We're good.
Yeah, let us keep talking though. I'm in the whatever.
And just make sure it's not in the camera. But that's good though. But this is what I admire because I'm also going through my own journey as it is.
Right.
And you have those tests to where it's like, is it worth it? Are you gonna do it? You know what I'm saying? What does this mean to you? And I see a lot of people, when I was talking about this the other day, a lot of people want to be legendary.
A lot of people
throw that word out there,
my God.
And I'm one of those people that that puts out to be legendary is the goal, but my reasoning to be legendary is different than what your reason would be. Is that something that you relate to, or?
No, I totally. I feel everything you're saying right now.
And I'm just like, I don't understand. Like, I really like to test people and pull that out. So it's like, what makes you irreplaceable? Though?
Yeah, like me? Well, you asked me that rhetorical question?
No. I was throwing it out, and now I'm going. You going alley-oop. Yeah.
She gonna bowl that thing. I like that. No, because I felt that one. No, but like me, I feel I'm irreplaceable. You know what I'm saying? Because that was a very hard question. I used to get that question before early on. It was like, what makes you different?
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And it was very hard. Like, dang, what makes me different? Like, dang, everybody raps. Like,
right.
You know, but it was like, now I got it as I'm older, and it came with time. My voice. You know what I'm saying? My voice and my mindset. And I used to say things which is still stands like, I dance and I rap.
Right.
That's still a difference. You know what I'm saying? I could be in Young Mind video and then still throw my own video.
Yes. I've seen that.
You know what I'm saying? And I'm the main clip of the video in the middle of it. You know what I'm saying? Giving her
you see a lot of rappers dancing.
Not doing the moonwalk and doing all that. You know what I'm saying? So that's where I want to bring the difference. And I'm like, nah, yeah. Oh, you see me there? Yeah, you see me on Wildin' Out too,
right.
though. Right. And then you see my own video. Oh, and I'm on Revolt now, so my own video got on Revolt.
Pull up on that, right?
Yes, sir. You know what I'm saying? So it feels so great. And that's why I'm irreplaceable.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I feel because my voice, and I do voiceover and shit for cartoons.
Oh, you do with cartoons?
No, I didn't do a major one yet, but I do animations on YouTube now.
Oh, that's nice.
I did one for the Ville. You know what I'm saying?
Shout them out.
Yeah, shout out to the Ville. And then I did another one, but it's not on YouTube. It was for a narration. Forgot the book name, man. I'm sorry, but
it's all right. It's part of your resume. So as long as you can sit there and I did this, and sometimes you might even get to the point where I forgot that I even did that. You ever get to that point where it's like, damn, I totally forgot that I was even in that video, or I even did something like that. And that shows you that your list is
Exactly.
You know, like, and a lot of people don't even know that about you, because I like to dig into people. So, you know, just because I see videos or likes or things like that, that doesn't impress me. What impressed me, and that's what really impressed me about you is the business behind.
Thank you.
Behind the view, you know.
Thank you.
And that's why I really wanted to tap into that too. I remember seeing about your headphones that you were in, you know, and I even went to the Netflix deal that you just, I was like, I'm in the background like, I'm so hyped for him. Because it's so rewarding for even
you was watching,
you know, so it's like, yo, and then you always were the kind of collective one, so I always knew that you had the brain,
I
you
was
know.
a hothead though, but you,
I'm about to say, but seeing you like just regularly, you weren't a hothead. You're more observant and, you know, just watching and stuff.
Yeah, definitely.
But when you needed to be, you know, hype or whatever, you would.
Yeah, you know that.
But seeing that business is important to you.
Yeah, definitely. Because it's the music business. People forget about that part.
Right.
But the music business.
And then you on two lanes. You're not just, because you can have the music and the business and the music, but you also put your feet into other businesses as well.
Yeah, absolutely. You got to. Because music ain't gonna make me, it's gonna make me a millionaire, but it ain't gonna make me where I want to be. You know what I'm saying? I want to have I always say this, I want to have my niece and nephews watching their favorite cartoons and I'm the voice of it without them knowing.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I want to have people listening to music through my headphones. You know what I'm saying? While giving certain people that just care about the music, great music. You know what I'm saying? And then on top of that, then I'm making merchandise soon. So, you know, and then later is a book and a movie, you know, but all that, it has to come because like that been my vision since like 16.
Right.
You know
we're here. We're here.
Yeah, it's been my vision. So it's like, nah, I gotta let it out.
I gotta do it.
I gotta let it out. And it's however I gotta do it. Ain't nobody approached me about a book yet, but whenever they do, I might act on it.
Right.
You feel me? I might be like, yo, all right, we gonna do a book now.
And is that important too? Like, do you turn down things?
Yeah.
Yeah. So how do you eliminate what's worth? What I'm going to put my name on, and what I'm not going to put my name on?
It gotta feel right. It gotta feel like this feels like me and this person is gonna do good, like expanding brands together, exchanging brands. Right. It gotta feel like it got like, and it goes for me. I'm really a spiritual and a real vibe person. Yeah. So if you're not even like answering texts or calls, but you want to work, and because I'll be on you after that, and like, you know what I'm saying? Like see how my manager was on me about making sure I was like, I got you. Don't worry, I got you. Just give me the info. I got you. I know where all that is lit. I got you. So I'm gonna make sure, you know what I'm saying? So all that communication is key too. So all that vibes, and even over the phone, you know, vibes is big for me. That's why I could determine what if I take something or if I don't. Right. And if it's like, nah, this person's playing.
Right, you know right. See, so I'm going through that right now. See, and then that's why I love that. While I'm experiencing someone else's journey, I'm going through my own. Absolutely. So it's like we kind of like tick-tacking off of each other, because it's like while you're going through, I'm like, you know what, you're right about that. Right. Take note. You know what I'm saying?
Take all the notes,
you know,
please,
take note. Real. And that's what I want for the listeners as well. Absolutely. So it's like, oh, you know what? I didn't even know that. Let me take note. So about building relationships. Because like you said, communication is key, you know, vibe and aura is key. How do you build relationships, especially when you hit mainstream industries?
Yeah, because
I heard that's a little, you know, funny too.
Yeah, and you know, I've been around a lot of people. Right. You know, a lot of people. I was interning at the biggest studio in New York City at one point, you know what I'm saying? Before I got to recording that studio. Right. I was interning there. So, you know, going to get people food, you know, people didn't even know about that. Right. Once I left, this is side note. So don't forget your question. But like once I left Middletown, people thought I was on tour, on the road. I was interning at Quad Studios. You know what I'm saying? But it was just I was around all these celebrities, so they was like, oh wow, he's everywhere. I'm like, at least y'all know I'm going to get people food.
Right. But that's grinding.
Yeah. Hello? So now I'm able to record in those studios, and people be like, "Oh, you always had it," and I'm like,
"Y'all don't know to have." You know?
No, bro. Like, you know, it's just the interpretation. But just back to your question about how I'm sorry.
No, the question was, I'm sorry. You see, I'm all into.
Yeah, no, it's cool. It's cool about how I got into mainstream and deal with the mainstream people in the industry.
The relationships with mainstream people in the industry.
Yeah, I wish people a happy holidays every now and then. You know what I'm saying? Get their number. You know what I'm saying? Be like, happy holiday.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Keep in touch real quick. You know what I'm saying? Happy holiday, man. You know
right.
I'll talk to you in a minute. You know what I'm saying? But it's the people that I want to talk to too. You know what I'm saying? Because at the same time, I had a lot of A&Rs and stuff like that that didn't hit me back and that curved me and stuff.
Right.
Like that. So, but like other than that, sometimes one of the biggest things I learned in this industry, especially from being from Brooklyn and being in Middletown and fighting and all that nonsense, I had to start smiling more.
Really? Wow. That's something I wouldn't have expected you to say.
Exactly.
No, really.
I had to just smile. Like, what's up?
Like, why though? Do you feel like it's like it brings a different aura?
Do you remember when I was wearing a bandana on my head for a little bit? I don't know if you remember.
Because your style's changed.
Yeah, it'd be changing.
Yeah.
I was wearing a bandana for a little bit. And I got a fedora hat now. I love the fedora hat though.
I like the style though.
Thank you. This old thing. It's really old though. I didn't get a new one. But it's more conversational.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So
because the bandana already has this perception around the bandana?
Yeah.
Okay.
Exactly. And I don't always have the nicest face all the time, even if I'm not mad. So like I could be chilling and I'm like
and you like, all right, what's wrong with this? Right.
But then I smile and I'm like, what's good?
Right. And you open it up. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? What's good? Like, you good? Like,
I can't. I cannot.
But you see the difference though? And then sometimes like,
yeah, that impression.
It's just different.
Right. Okay.
So
I like that.
Honestly, that's why I wear shades a lot too. So I don't gotta worry about it.
You don't gotta worry about that. No, I like that because a lot of people
I think about all this stuff, man. It's all strategy. My whole.
But that's what I like that you can tell it's now you can't really tell that it's strategy, but you can tell a person's mindset.
Yeah, all put together.
All put together. You know, it's like okay, I gotta be here. I gotta be here. You don't gotta remind me. I'm going to do this. Even if I'm in LA and I got a show, it's gonna happen. You know what I'm saying? You can tell a person's mentality, and that's something that listeners and up and coming artists and up and coming entrepreneurs should jot down.
Yeah, for real.
You know, so that's why I'm like I love how you answer these questions because they're so real. You know.
Yeah, I don't know how else to answer.
How else to do it? Like it's so real. Where it's like, listen, I've been here, I've been in that, and I learned this. So I think I like to smile more. I mean, I do smile a lot, but a lot of people get that intimidation.
Yeah, a lot.
Oh, and it's like, why?
I'm gonna tell you, I met Dave East, you know what I'm saying? And Dave East is someone that people would think like, he always got the look that he always has in his pictures. You know what I'm saying? That, right. That grill. And when I met him, like, he was all smiles. And it made me think totally different about him. And even though I didn't think he was bad or any first I met him before partially, but then I met him actually like a year later, and he was all smiles, dapped me up like, yo, what's good, man? Right. Smiling like, let's take a picture. And I'm like, wow, like, yo, I'll never forget that. You know what I'm saying? Like, so even that little impression right there, it just helped me. Like,
but I feel like in today's society too, we have this thought that however you are on Instagram is how you are. Right. Sorry.
No, it's okay.
If you take pictures a certain way, this is who you are. If you flashing money all day, that's who you are. But you might go home and eat some chicken wings and French fries. Yeah, exactly. You know what I mean? Cut them up, no tip. So it's like, so we have to get this perception where we get out of that.
Chicken,
you have to get out of the social media is it.
Yeah, trust me.
Speaking of that, how do you go about support?
Okay.
Support from friends, support from the town. Support in general, is it you have to share my things or is it word of mouth? Because I feel like we kind of misunderstand the word or the meaning behind support.
Right.
So how do you feel about support?
Well, I want to start here. And it comes off what you just said too. Like the following that I got is not just all off the internet, which a lot of people's stuff are. I stood in front of the Barclays Center and I sold CDs when I moved from Middletown and came out to the city, and no one knows about that. You know what I'm saying? And it was winter. It was snowing. It was snowing, and I was
look at that grind.
You know what I'm saying? And I had my speaker playing loud, playing what they wanted to hear before they bought it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So. And I also had people walk by me like I was just a homeless man, a homeless nigga looking for money.
Right.
So I know what rejection is all about. You know what I'm saying? And I had to tell, and it was very discouraging. I had to tell myself like, damn, like,
right.
Like I feel like stopping right now.
Right.
But then I'll go 30 minutes later and somebody will give me $20 for my CD.
Right.
And I was only
like,
asking for $5.
Right.
So with support, I just know that it comes every once in a while, like with every few people. You know what I'm saying? But they got to see what you got in you. You know what I'm saying? Every few people not going to see what you got in you. But then sometimes when they figure it out later on, then that's how it builds on. That's how it builds. Like not to like throw you in there, but I'm going to throw you in there. Like you didn't know what I was about when you first heard about me. You just heard that I was an artist, and everybody's an artist.
Yeah, I knew you was dancing.
Yeah,
I knew this. I knew the history. Right.
Right. You didn't know I was like
you're really in
serious
there.
about this shit.
Yes.
You were just like, yeah, everybody does this. Okay, cool. And so I just took that. Like I just take that. Like, and I'd be like, I'm gonna show. I know everybody thinks that because I think that. Like, oh, you're a rapper. Everybody's a rapper.
Right.
All right. So dope. I just take that and be like, let me show them why I'm different.
No, yes.
And you know what I'm saying? Let me show them why I could do this and that.
Right.
Like, and other people can't. Let me show them why you can't go to LA and fake being on BET stage. Let me show them why you can't fake being in a Netflix movie.
Right.
Let me show them why you can't
talk about it. Lay it out.
Let me show them why you can't fake having headphones.
Hello.
Let me show them why you can't fake being on Revolt and getting Diddy shouting you out at BET Awards and Sway. Let me show them why you can't fake being on the stage with Sway and Spike Lee for Michael Jackson's birthday. I could keep going.
Where the bombs at?
Yeah, for boom, boom. You can't fake this, yo. You can't fake this.
Right.
So that's what separates me. And whoever don't believe, it's cool. I got family that would like my cousin's certificate 100 times before they like me seeing me on Revolt. Right. Because they don't understand it. It's cool. Right. They don't see it as a cousin. My cousin get a certificate for being a nurse.
Something,
and that's lit too.
Right,
you know what I'm saying? But it's like, I think being on TV is just as hard. You know what I'm saying?
I think it's even harder too. You know what I'm saying? You right? And I feel like maybe, and this is my thought process too. Are we? Because I had to go through this journey as well. You know, like, am I expecting too much? Yeah. Am I expecting?
I think so. That's what the
same. You know, it's like, okay, this is dope. I just did this. This is great. Let me see the response that I get.
Let me tell you something. I was talking to Ashley about this. If you got friends, and I don't care, and that's why I post what I do, right? And I don't care however they feel about it. I post what I do, and I do it for certain captions. If your friends scroll past something like you even having your own podcast, they're hating. They're mad about it a little bit.
Something, right?
A little bit. I don't care. Sometimes she says I'm being a little too negative, but I'm like, no. It's real.
Especially if you're friends.
I don't scroll past that.
Right.
I got a comment.
Right. Nah, dope. Something.
That's lit.
Yeah.
Like, that's lit. Like, you actually, that's a step up in life.
Right.
I got a comment. Even if I don't talk, I just commented on somebody's page today from Twin Towers and I didn't talk to her in 5 years.
But it's like, dope. You doing your thing. I was like,
dope.
Yeah.
And I left the emoji like that. Still dope. Right. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's like you doing your thing. If they don't comment, they're hating a little bit. Point blank. It's different ways to hate. It don't got to be just saying I don't like you.
Right.
Now it's the internet.
Right.
So scrolling past your shit is the same way as hating. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
so if you could scroll past my shit, and then if I see you posting the next 10 minutes, you hated
you said you was. I seen you scroll. You know how I see you scroll.
Hated on
just
me,
posted.
You hated on me, and I don't. And listen, I don't let the social media take take a part of my head, take over my head. That's why I told you I went outside and sold CDs and I made the CDs myself. So,
but social media lets you jot down notes.
It definitely does. You want to know why? Because it's your new business card. Instagram is your new business card. You'll go to an event and they'll ask you for your Instagram before your business card.
Yo, you know you're talking facts
Come
right
on,
now.
Man. It's your new business card.
No, it is.
Because they want to see how much followers you got to show you how much respect you get.
And but that's not crazy to you?
Come on, man.
That's not crazy.
It is crazy, but I'm just gonna work around y'all now.
Right.
Because I know, what you're doing.
Exactly.
I just went to a Hot 97 event yesterday. Shout out to Hot 97. You feel me? But I just knew how to move around everybody. They didn't know who I was, everybody. Right. But it was like. At the end of the night, they all wanted to know, like,
they want to know who's that. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because I just know how to move with y'all, smile with y'all.
So it's like you gotta force it on them. You know, you gotta force it on them because some people, they, like you just said, they won't support because they don't know. So now I have to force it on you, just so that you do know. You know, and then it's like when I do force it on you, now you hating.
Yeah, exactly. So when you force it on me.
Now you scrolling past.
I will say this, and I don't care. So I was with a DJ last night that was like, yo, go get your, because they were feeling my vibe.
Yeah.
And it was like, yo, like in the first 5 minutes, and they're like, yo, go get your USB. You got it on you? I'm like, nah, it's in the car. They're like, yo, go get it. I'm like, okay, cool. I went and got it. I went and got it. Came back, and my song never got played. It's just a lot of big cap.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It's just about, but guess what? I still kept the smile on.
Right. You're like, all right, cool. Because you're going to hear me. You're going to hear me.
Exactly. And on top of that, you're going to see what I do.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So it's cool.
Yeah.
So that's one thing I learned about the industry, and it's very hard that sometimes, like, people that even, like, semi-shit on you, you just got to, like...
Yeah, keep moving.
No, that
cool. Happened to me. I had booked a session, and these sessions, especially when you hustling and when you investing in yourself, shit ain't free. You know what I'm saying? Especially. But so I had booked a session, recently, and they don't hit you back. They don't, let you know, hey, let's reschedule, things like that. And it's like, you know what? I'm not gonna stress it. I'm gonna come in here and just do a show. I just came in and just was talking about, just talking. You know what I mean? Because at the end of the day, that's what I got. I got my voice. I got this platform. So I'm just gonna talk.
Yeah, you're really good at this, by the way.
Thank you. Thank you. I'm just trying it out.
Yeah, you're really good.
Thank you. But
no dull moments.
Thank you. I'm saying, I'm like, I'm gonna utilize this time. I'm not gonna throw it away. I'm gonna utilize this time and speak, use my voice, and this is something that I really didn't even want to tap into. This was something that somebody else said, hey, you're always giving advice to people. People are always coming to you about business and things like that. And it's sometimes I don't even have all of the answers. So I said, let me just create a platform that will have all of the answers. I'll just ask the questions or see, and it's reality because we're all going through it. It's not like a business class where, we writing down questions and stuff. No, it's just reality. It's real shit. So support, we all going through it. Your friend scrolled past, my friend scrolled past my shit too.
Yeah, family, all that. Everybody be scrolling past.
Exactly. Man. Especially when you have an idea, even simple things like that. You have to watch people's responses.
That's what I'm saying.
When you have good things and you're telling people like, hey, I just did this, especially face to face. Oh my God.
Did you see my post today?
No, what did you post?
I reposted Casanova saying, like, don't write me in my DMs talking about how proud you are of me. Post it in the comments so everybody see that shit. You feel me? You secret hater.
Exactly.
Secret hating.
Like, I don't get it,
you know? You secret hating and
but then you'll put your comment on somebody else's post.
Exactly, because you're just probably talking about me to your mans.
Like, it don't make sense.
So sometimes I'll just leave those messages right there.
It don't make sense.
I won't even open it.
Question. I remember the post, and I definitely read it, and I was sitting there. Did I? I think I commented. I don't know. I don't know if I commented. I was like, you know what post I'm talking about. About party. So to me, right, I was like,
shout out to Partisan Fontaine.
Yeah, I was like, because a lot of people, I was having a debate too at home.
That's a good question.
So I felt, so basically the post. Well, I don't actually. You can describe the post.
A lot of people. This caused a lot of shit.
But it's good that you can talk about it. You know what I'm saying?
It's good that my voice even gets out that far.
Really?
For real. Nah, I got another interview about this question too.
Really? A whole interview? All right, go on.
No. But not saying it's common. Like it's
people
it's
asking that question. Yeah,
because it's 845 thing. It was 845 thing.
Yeah,
so.
And that's why why I was like, in my head. It wasn't about party.
Yeah, exactly.
It wasn't about party. Exactly. It 845. It was the fact that, like, what we were just talking about, fake love, and it was about, you know, people are doing the same thing, and you guys pick and choose on who. And I agree. You know, so I'm sitting there and I'm having a home debate about your post, because it's like, I hate when people just, oh, you hating, you how,
Yo,
you know. So
a lot of people came to me on my status and was trying to make it that,
right. So let's elaborate.
Right.
You know, you can summarize the post and then give your understanding and give your opinion.
All right. How real you want me to be? Real or real?
What? Let's talk about a podcast with Naja Imani. We're gonna be real.
Real. All right. Real or real?
She on my side. Real.
All right. So first I'm gonna start it off with, you know what I'm saying, because I don't even got no hate in my heart for him. So shout out to Partisan Fontaine again and all his success. Blessings to him. So I remember, you know, M3 was popping for a minute.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
I was there around there.
Yeah, 16 years old and up. With the first group putting out music videos, you know, like group wise in 845.
Yeah.
So that was getting so much traction. So, you know, the Clee Anthonys.
Okay.
Yeah, you know.
I remember when he went to the Lakers? No, not Lakers.
No, Knicks.
Knicks, okay.
You know, a lot of popular people from 845 period
was doing things.
They knew about us. The Partisans, they knew about us. I remember Partisan asking me for a feature. You know what I'm saying? And all love to that. I was probably big-headed back then. You know what I'm saying? I don't regret not doing it because we could still work. So it's not like I regret it. So, but as I was like, nah, hit the email. Hit my management. You know what I'm saying? Because my management was the one paying for my studio.
Right.
So I was like, I hit my management. My manager, like, I ain't doing no feature without.
Right.
Yeah, he gonna be like, you got paid for this.
Yeah, right.
You know what I'm saying? Because we had the most popping song out in the town. Like,
yeah,
there was basketball teams coming out to our song and shit. Like,
right.
So maybe I was big headed at that time. If I'm saying, if I was, then my fault.
I'm sorry, right?
Yeah. but I was like, yeah, hit the email. You know what I'm saying? I didn't ignore his shit. Anyway, boom. He was like, cool. So and this just to give y'all like the background, so y'all
that's
know
what
what's
we
good,
need.
right? So. Because everybody gonna make it what they want to make it. But me and Partisan know what it is. You know what I'm saying? And so does Clee Anthony. That's my boy too. Shout out to Clee Anthony.
Shout out to him.
He's been supporting for a while. Then years later now, after I put out Monday Business, till I hit on Monday Business, I had this song called that. Like, and I was saying whoa. That's when I first started the whoa. And so then
I feel people still in there too, but all right, go ahead. How you be like, go ahead.
But that's why I'm saying it the way I say it though. So if they say it the way I say it now, then I try to.
Yeah.
Anyway, he made a song called "Whoa." So let's just put that on.
Let's start on there.
The map, right? He made a song called it. That was the title. You know what I'm saying? Years later, when he has. After Clee Anthony made it, then, you know, and he got a bigger situation and stuff, which is all lit to him. You know what I'm saying? That's cool. Somebody the 845 was bringing it to my attention. Okay. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, like this person is using your ad lib after, because I just put out this song. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, huh? Like, whoa, this is a new ad lib I'm just about to start putting on.
Right.
You know what I mean? I'm like,
you gonna do a song?
Yeah.
Right.
I'm like, whoa.
Right.
I know you heard my song. Feel me? So I'm like, all right. So I just made sure I brought it to people's attention. I found posted stats back then. Like, wait, somebody's taking my ad lib. So, because I have a voice. That's the thing about it. On my Facebook, I got mostly people, 5,000 people, mostly from 845. Put that out there. So I have a voice. If I say something, it's gonna reach. For me. So I said something like, whoa, somebody's trying to take my ad lib. I just used it on Tell Her Hit Her Money Business. I just used it on that song. So anyway, I'm gonna go faster.
No, take your time. Take your time. We got 2 hours.
So then, all right, copy. So then he made, you know, I got proof of all this too. So then I did the BET show in LA, and I was on Getty Images and all that stuff. Blessings to them. Shout out to BET. I was on Getty Images and all that, and I started this new thing where I started wearing the bandana on my leg. I still do it. You know what I'm saying? I ain't wearing it today because I couldn't find the one I wanted to wear.
He's like, I ain't couldn't go my outfit.
Yeah, you feel me? But so I started wearing it on my leg, and then a couple weeks later, I see him got a photo shoot with the same bandana on his leg. And
so you like, all right. Right.
I'm like, all right. And like, I'm like, all right. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah. So you just thinking like, okay.
Yeah, I'm like, all right.
The bandana, the whoa, and now the bandana. Okay.
All right. Feel me? So I'm like, all right, cool. So anyway, fast forward now, you know what I'm saying? Because we spoke after that. So it was all love and all that, you know what I'm saying? But we didn't speak about that specifically, but we spoke. But, like, you know, we seen each other around, and I performed at the 845 award show and stuff like that. He was there. So
shout out to Moochie, right?
Shout out to Moochie, man, for real, for opening up that Paramount studio, Paramount Theaters. Yeah, Paramount Theaters. Shout out to Moochie. But yeah, for real.
Yeah, I got you.
Shout out to Naja on the support for Moochie.
You seen him there? You seen him at the
I seen him. All right, so we talked about it. It was dropped or whatever. It wasn't nothing, and it still ain't nothing. It's nothing. It's been nothing since then.
Right.
So what my status was about is because I seen somebody post something on somebody else's status after Partisan got his feature with Cardi, and shout out to him, and shout out to that song. I seen somebody say like it ain't nobody worth listening to other than him and 845 now as a DJ. That's why I posted that status.
Oh, okay, makes sense.
That triggered me.
Right.
I was seeing enough like D-riding,
right,
but not exactly D-riding. A lot of support, but it was a lot of like trash, like stupid little things people were saying. Like it was like nobody else out here no more.
And it's like, wait a minute,
and I'm like, wait a fucking minute. You know who inspired half of these niggas?
Right.
I'm keeping a bucket.
Yeah, you like hold up.
You know who's seen these niggas making? You know who niggas see making videos in the first place?
Right.
First, and 845. You know why niggas even follow me right now? Still. Let's keep it real. Now let's talk about it. I've been relevant in 845 for more than 10 years right now. So let's talk about it.
Let's talk about it.
You know what I'm saying? Let's talk about it. In 845, I ain't saying the word.
Well, right.
You know what I'm saying? Like for as long as you knew, just know I was relevant like for at least 2 years before that.
Right.
You feel what I'm saying?
Right.
And like I'm still here. It's still conversations. Like you feel what I'm saying? And it's like cause they know it's no letting up on my side.
Exactly.
So it's like niggas know who inspired these niggas and motivate a lot of these niggas. Shout out to Malik too, cause Malik definitely motivated a lot of people. You know what I'm saying? He was signed to Wyclef and shit. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to that's my bro. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, from like niggas know who motivate a lot of these niggas out here, and the fact that they try to ignore it. Sometimes I'll be seeing polls. People be tagging me in polls and like 845 polls, and my name don't even be in it.
And then you like, wait a minute.
And be other people that got like even Velas that produce all day nigga for Kanye. He's from Kingston and 845. His name don't be on there. So I'm like, get this bullshit ass list out my face. Because y'all not even realizing the actual people that are really coming from here. You know what I'm saying? Like get this fucking list out my face unless it's fucking legit.
Right.
Nah, that ass is not legit. Because niggas that's got Grammys, he's Grammy nominated.
Right.
There's nothing to even have a poll on with that. No poll.
But you know what? Because what you're doing is informing one.
Yeah.
Because there's a lot of people that don't even know.
Exactly.
They don't even know. And I didn't even know, to be honest, because I'm not in that artist realm, you know? So I didn't even know Partisan was I didn't even know he was from 845, to be honest, you know, because that wasn't my area, you know, so I really didn't know that he was from 845 until it was noted that he was from there, you know. So a lot of people, and that's how older heads feel when the young heads make polls and compare, who's the greatest of all time, and they like, what you gonna put?
That's what I'm saying.
You gonna put like, Fab and the greatest of all time over, you know?
That's what I'm saying. Niggas not realizing. Nigga, I brought headphones to the city.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I brought it to the city and I was like, yo, this is for us. Anybody that need headphones, this is for us. And it wasn't
appreciated.
It wasn't. Niggas didn't care. It was just about who they could dick ride and see on TV to like, you know how I know? Because I've had it.
Right.
You feel me? And I'm not mad about it. I don't have a cosign. You know what I'm saying? He got a cosign and stuff. I don't got a cosign. I don't got no label signing me. And I got 50,000 by myself. I don't got none of that. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I don't got, so it's like, once I do, imagine what's going to happen with everything I do, because it's going to be serious. Like, you know what I'm saying? So it's just going, and I'm not taking away from him, but all I'm saying is, I'm not going to say I'm not the best. I'm not going gonna say I don't do what I do and I ain't put on for.
I don't got the work to show it, right?
I got the work since 12 years old on YouTube. You know what I'm saying? You can find it all on the internet. Like it's shit that niggas was watching. You know what I'm saying?
Real.
It's shit that niggas was watching to even start uploading on YouTube. I was uploading on YouTube when it first came
out. Yeah.
So it's shit that niggas was watching. I was on MySpace for the 100,000 music plays on my trash music. My music was trash then.
But you know what it is. I feel like the music you grew with time.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I did.
So at that time, that was lit then.
Yep,
you know what I'm saying?
exactly.
Even your style, the way you used to dress.
I made my own layout too.
Hello.
On like the MySpace.
Oh, the
I had
MySpace?
my own, like layout. I had the picture on the top.
You always been creative.
Exactly. So I had my presentation was right.
Was right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it was nothing to even. It was always like, dang. Because guess what? That was the same time I met Troy Taylor. If I'm saying through that MySpace that I had trash music on, that had 100,000 plays on, and that's who discovered Trey Songs. You know what I'm saying? And that's why I be going to Atlanta. I be with Troy Taylor.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
That's why I recorded all my music with that you hear now.
Yeah.
With Troy Taylor.
Oh, that's dope. But you know
what
what? I feel like you what you have to do. You could be consistent and continue doing what you're doing as you've been doing. You get what I'm saying? Because what happens is the society that we're in, they are like you said, D-Riders, but it's more who you under. Who what label? Who co-signing you? And because it's like, oh, you didn't hear him on the radio, you didn't hear him, but it's like beyond that, and I'm a beyond person. Like I don't.
And that's why I appreciate you. Right
you know
now.
what I'm saying? I want to see what's behind the screen right now.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And that's what interests me.
Yeah, definitely.
But a lot of people, if you don't have that co-signer, you know what I'm saying? Like just now, you like, Troy Taylor. I'm like, oh, that's dope because your music is dope. You know what I'm saying? But to someone else, it's like, oh, he worked with Trey Songs. Now, since he worked with Trey Songs, it's like, oh, RAWW BLUE, you lit now. You know what I'm saying? And that's what's messed up with us.
Exactly. And that's not even my cosign. You know what I'm saying? People tried to make it my cosign, but
you don't need a cosign because your work cosigns for you.
Exactly.
So
it's gonna happen. You know what I'm saying? I'm just gonna, or I'm gonna be in a Young Mob video.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Well, let's come down the line of your music and everything. First of all, let's run everything down. Just for people that don't know. Yes, you've been dancing you was dancing first, right?
Yes, dancing first.
You dancing first, then transformed into the music, and besides the music, you went into the business ventures. Then you had sponsors and things like that, clothing, and then you said you're gonna come out with some more merchandise.
Yes.
Right now we're doing the Netflix. So let's break. I want to break. I want to run it down.
Talk about it.
Yeah, like give you your credit because a lot of times you probably don't really get to lay out what it is because a lot of people just think you just rapping and that's not it. You know, that's why I just didn't want to focus on just the music because you have plenty of interviews that focus on just your music.
Yeah, so I do a lot. I don't just do music. Like I do all right. So I'm gonna map it out. I do voiceovers. I dance. I engineer my own music. You know what I'm saying? Everything you heard, I engineer my own music. Like I edit my own videos. As you see,
I love that. I'm starting to do it now too. I just practice.
It's a lot of work.
You're investing in yourself.
I've been doing this since Sheffield. So I lived in Sheffield.
Oh wow! Shout out to Sheffield.
Yeah, shout out to Sheffield. So you know what I'm saying? I edit my own videos. I promote my own work. I book my own things. Like, I used to. I don't do it anymore. I used to, but like I have the knowledge of it. So I was just basically my own manager and everything at one point. And so with all that skill set, like
you're acting now.
Yeah, I'm acting now. You know what I'm saying?
Can we give information on that, Ashley?
So hold up. Shout out to Ashley Liggins.
Shout out to Ashley.
Shout out to Ashley Liggins. You know what I'm saying? She blessed me with being a part of Ava DuVernay's movie, Central Park 5, which is based on the 5 dudes that had a rape charge back in the day in Central Park. I didn't hear about it personally, but yeah, it was a big thing, and they got let out, right?
After they were out, it was found out that they were not guilty.
Right. Okay. After they got out,
so you get a lot of those,
and they got a lot of money off of it. So they're making a movie now with Ava DuVernay. I got to be a part of it.
Ooh, if y'all don't see him now, he grinning from ear to ear right now.
You know, shout out to Ashley Liggins. I got to be a part. I was a jailmate. I was an inmate. So.
I was an inmate. But I like that you are a part of something that actually is life changing. Yeah, man, it actually has a purpose to it. It's not just just
Yeah,
but even if it was
beautiful, yo.
Exactly. So
it's like Netflix. You know, it's like that's my big thing. I don't care. Listen, I don't care if they show me for for 1 millisecond, I know I was a part of it.
Right.
And like just to know, like me being cut is what helped me actually get it. If you ask me, because I played the part more. You know what I'm saying? Being an inmate, you know, having this thing on my neck.
You was like, you was in there like.
You know what I'm saying? It just played a bigger. It just made it look better. You know, I tried to have the mean face.
You got the mean face.
So yeah, you know. Yeah,
no, I love it. Congratulations. I'm so proud of you. When I first seen it, I was like, yeah, for real. So I'm so happy for you.
Hopefully
more is gonna come. Yeah,
you
know it's more gonna come.
Like I said, I was in the Ava DuVernay movie, so you know it's gonna help me get a couple more little gigs. You know
that's dope.
It's done now though. It's over. It's done.
When is it coming out? You don't have a time next year? Okay, that's dope. That's dope. So look out for that, guys.
Yeah.
Look out for that. So after the acting, where we have on our list?
For me,
do you have artists under? Do you have any artists that you're looking at?
So right now, like that's a good question. I'm actually working on I have Jiggy Gang, and we're turning into a record label right now. So like, it's been just a team right now for the fans, and it's been a group for the fans to call themselves Jiggy Sarah, Jiggy Trevor, Jiggy, you feel me, Jiggy Trayvon. It doesn't matter,
right?
Jiggy Naja,
right.
Anything, some fans name themselves that on Twitter.
Oh, that's so cute.
Twitter, Instagram, right? So this is a way of relating with me. So now we're gonna turn it into a record label, cause we had 6,000 followers just on that page alone. So
that's dope.
And that's more than like a lot of people's.
Right.
So that's just a brand page. So we're taking that and we're gonna make it a record label, but I'm getting a situation behind it to where I can actually get everybody that's signed to it a distribution deal.
Yes, to the businessman.
Yeah, I'm signing a distribution deal right now. So I'm
yes, to the businessman.
Yeah, so I'm trying to get the company and we're working out the paperwork right now.
If you ever need some, a podcast, media personality, just let me know.
For real.
Jiggy Naja.
Nah, for real. Nah, it's real talk. Cause that's actually some more expanding. So
no, really.
Nah,
but that's really dope. That's really dope because I feel like back in the day, there was a lot of artists that was getting taken advantage of.
Yeah.
So I love.
It wasn't even real situations. I'm trying to do a real situation.
Right.
Like sign someone to something real.
And that's the thing. It's like you are creating it. It's coming from somebody that's been through it and that's gonna do it.
Yeah.
Have you ever got deal with situations with deals or anything like that?
Of course.
Bad ones, good ones.
I got signed at 16 to a management company on my birthday, on my 16th birthday. After I didn't even tell you that part. So after I got signed, I did that Ray J show. I got signed off that show to a management company.
Wow.
Yeah. After I took that risk and sacrifice.
Yo, see?
Right. After I took risk and sacrifice and wrapped my neck up, I got signed after that show from someone else at that show, and they seen my efforts, and then from there, that's when I started going to all these studios in New York City because they introduced me to people. They were driving me from school upstate to the city, driving me back upstate to drive back home.
Wow, that's crazy.
And that's when I brought Pedro with me. I brought my brother with me. Like,
so how was the deal? Was it how they give advances?
Yeah.
Was it advances?
It wasn't no crazy advance. It was like a little advance, but
to you at 16,
we told the manager to keep it though, to put it into us.
Smart. Since young, that was because a lot of people they get the advance and shoot with it. You was like keep it.
We would have spent that. So it was like put it into anything that you have to do with us.
Right.
I don't want me and Kevin and all of us to have
just be having money.
All that shit and just put us in the studio, studio. So we were doing 12-hour sessions.
No, see,
doing 5 songs a day. We was like it was time that you'll probably see Pedro in school, and he'll probably be leaving school, and you wouldn't even know he'll come straight down to the city. He'll get we had to do a lot. Hop on a train. Then,
up and coming artists, take note. Don't take the advance first. Put it back. Invest it back into yourself.
Oh yeah,
I like that.
Put that into radio promo and all that stuff. So that's why we was able to even have the song playing on certain radio stations, and Funkmaster Flex was playing it. It was Hot 97, our song back in the day. On my mama, on my hood. It was a big song. So that for the basketball team came out to a Middletown. So it was big.
That's dope. How did that deal? How did that end?
2 years. It was just a temporary, not temporary, but like a
short term.
Yeah, short term, 2-year deal. And after a while, we just decided to move on because the manager he went to Miami. So we were just like, it's all good. We still cool with him and stuff. So
where are you at now? I see that you're signing and you have a management. So
yeah. So I got a management now. Yeah, I got a management now.
Songbook?
Yeah. Oh, that's Troy Taylor's.
Oh, really?
But you really do pay attention. So that's Troy Taylor's. But my management, you know what I'm saying. Shout out to Izzy. You know what I'm saying, and like we trying to build right now on just getting a bigger situation around what we got right now. You know what I'm saying? So like, well, it's mostly independent, you know what I'm saying? But my whole team, shout out to my whole team, my whole Jiggy team right now, my photographer Rich, you know what I'm saying, Ashley Liggins. And so like right now we just building, you know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Like it's people that come and go, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
So we still figuring stuff out. But like other than that, business is booming right now.
Right, I love it. And
I got an EP dropping, so it's about to be lit.
How you
we
be
gonna
like?
talk about that.
How you be like? We gonna talk about that one exclusives. If you want to give me a freestyle, I will get a freestyle.
Oh shit!
But how you be like? How you be like? I'm coming up with a segment soon, so you can even come back when you got everything set up.
No, we can do all that.
It's gonna call Let It Off. Let It Off.
No, we could do all that.
So but yeah, that's something that I asked another artist that I had on here too about the labels, as you know, independent versus actually joining a label. So which one would you say today's society should just go to independent route?
Yeah, I would go to independent route. I honestly don't need a label right now. I just need
a team.
Nah.
No.
Distribution.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, explain a little more, because I know that's just about getting it out, but to up and coming, how what does that do for you?
I just need to get it out, get it on TV. Distribution is getting it on the
like
TVs,
major platforms,
the radios. Yeah, for me, that's all I really need. And without the label, like the labels just got the juice, which is really good. They got the juice, so I would be on to like the huge shows and stuff like that. Right. But I feel with the distribution that leads you to the huge shows. So,
okay, yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
It leads you just to the people. You just want to direct the people, and then I can handle getting myself on the platform.
Everything I can handle, getting my own graphic designs. I can do my own. I can edit my own music. I can do my own videos. I get my own videographer, my own photographer. I just need my distribution.
I need you to shout out.
I just need my distribution.
Shout out some of these the videographers that you use.
Yeah.
I know you do editing. I know you have people because they are dope, creative.
Yeah, thank you so
you
much.
always have the creative video. Your videos are
Did
never.
you see the puppet video?
Puppet?
The puppet one?
Yes.
That
That was for
That's my best video. Nightlife.
Yes.
You know.
So I was watching it. I'm just like, it's so creative. Like all of your videos are all, whether you have like objects going or just your movement and then you moving with it. Like I'm just like, okay, they really doing the thing.
So much.
I need some names.
I take pride in that because I got commercial music. So if y'all don't want to even acknowledge that, you're going to acknowledge the videos, the visuals. So shout out to J Cat that shot Back in the Spot. You know what I'm saying? Real huge video right now. It was on Revolt. It was on Revolt. You know what I'm saying? And that just got picked up by itself. I didn't even know. You know what I'm saying? Like somebody sent me a video. I'm like,
oh shit, right.
Like somebody told me it was gonna be on there, and I'm like, you're lying. Like you're lying. They was like, nah, I'm not lying. Like I just told my man about it, and you know what I'm saying? He plugged it because it was that good, and I was like, like, you know what I'm saying? My life never worked like that.
Right.
So I was like, wow. Like, oh,
are we keeping them under the wing, or are we gonna shout out? I need a name for the videographer.
It is Jesse J Cat. No, J Cat, and then the one for the puppet video is Sonia DiPaolo.
How long did they take to do this puppet video? Because it had to be, it had to be a big team.
Man, it was
because that's crazy.
It was about a month.
Oh,
It was about a month, and I plan ahead of time. That's the strategy.
Right,
I plan ahead of time. So while I'll drop Back in the Spot, and I'll be planning a new video while that's dropped. I'll be planning a whole. You know what I'm saying? Cause I know it'll take so long. So I'll be like, yo, like we need to get on this now. So I'll get on this now because I need this drop by my EP dropping by this month. So I'll get on it now. So then they have it by now. Then so I dropped it on Halloween. What better costume? So I was like,
that is so dope. And then because I'm just learning the editing game right now. 'Cause I'm like, I'd rather do it myself.
She went crazy on that. She went crazy.
It was a video I did just putting the letters and movement in behind it, and I swear to you not, it took me at least 4 days.
Like no, trust me, I know that me and Ashley were talking about that too in my team. We was like, it's no hands, no strings. There was like millisecond video. She had to move.
And then you see them really talk. I was like, come on now.
And then I had to tell her like this because at one point, like I'm a perfectionist, so I had to tell her to go back and slow the mouth down. It was like, nah, I need that slowed down.
Right.
It's not on my mouth the words.
Like,
it was all.
I was like, that is so dope. So shout out to your team because you had a good way of picking them. Or do they come to you or do you pick them out? out. They come to you.
Yeah.
Cause that
through the internet, through working, building.
Right.
Through building, and people just want to work.
Right. That's what I'm learning too. Like, instead of just searching for your team, it's gonna come.
It's gonna come. It depends on your work. I was just telling my photographer that today. Like, it depends on his work. The more he builds his numbers, sadly, like to say, that's the more business that's gonna come to you. The more people's gonna hit you up. So now I'm at 50,000, and like business is coming and booming. Features. Yeah, it's booming. We here.
I'm so happy.
So the EP is called Aii So Boom.
I know. I seen that. Aii So Boom. I seen your. That's your
New York lingo. You know what I'm saying? So, I just had to say that because I said booming. But right. But,
let's get into it though. So for the IP, you made me. IP. Right, for the IP. Yeah, that's so confident too. For the IP. For the EP, like you said, it has that New York style. Was that the feel? Is that the feel of it?
Nah, it's commercial music. Okay, it's so good. You're gonna love it.
Oh my God.
If you heard any music from me recently, you're gonna love what
But you always have that vibrant, you know what I'm saying? It's never like
it's gonna be 5-6 songs of just great music. Hip hop and R&B. R&B, not really R&B, but like me on an R&B beat. You're gonna love it.
Do you have? Because I know I heard one song when you have a singer on there, Manny. There's a guy singer though.
Yeah.
Have you had female singers on some music? Or do you just like having that versatility?
I didn't.
You didn't? No,
I didn't. No, but I'm not opposed to it. I want to. It just didn't happen. Around when I'm in the studio.
Yeah, but I like that you did that. To have that versatility in there.
I love doing songs with R&B people. I love R&B.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And I feel like my voice goes so good with them. And like it's just deep, and then it's the singing, and it just goes perfect. So when you hear the EP, it's gonna be it's Aii So Boom, and like it's Aii So Boom ... specifically.
Why?
Because the ... you gotta listen to the rest of what I'm saying.
I like.
Huh? Yeah, it's a story.
I like
story.
that.
So you gotta listen to the rest of it. So it's gonna be Aii So Boom. It's gonna be like, what does that mean?
So what is the story that I'm listening to? Do I gotta listen to it to hear it, or
can I get
a little sneak peek of what was going on at that time when you was making this EP? Let me think about it.
I'd rather be low key than be up in the scenes. I'd rather just smoke weed before I hit the lean. I only spit dope things, captions before a meme. I'm done with these women, dog, so I got me a queen. But whenever she behave, Alexander McQueen. You know what I mean? Every other day, swear I'm living a dream. Niggas just wilding out. They swear me I'm living a dream. Oh,
okay.
But nah, I'll give you some. I'll give you some extra. I'll give you bars and shit.
I like it. I like it.
EP for you.
I was about to break it down just now because I got a couple questions just off this one verse. So I heard throughout this one verse here. Let's start off with the I'd rather smoke weed than drink lean, right? Yeah. That's a big fad right now.
Yeah,
like the lean, all the. How do you stay away from that?
Yeah, I just stay away from that.
You just smoke or you drink?
It makes my heart stop. I don't even hear anything else.
You tried it before?
Yeah.
Really? I haven't.
It makes my heart stop. I don't even hear anything else.
Really?
It makes your heart go slower. I'm straight.
Oh, right. Like, listen, I already been through some shit already.
No, I didn't even go through nothing. After I heard about it, I just put my cup down. I was like, I'm straight. I'm straight. I was like, I can have this. I'm not playing with none of that shit.
I've never experienced it. And I don't.
It don't feel like nothing.
I was about to say, oh really?
Yeah, you ain't missing
so
shit.
your lungs work better than your liver.
Yeah. So while I drink a lot.
You drink a lot. Okay.
I drink
I'm a drinker, right?
I just started last year though.
Oh, okay.
I just on tour. That's when I started. But I lean, nah. Like I don't need my shit to be slowing down.
Right. So you smoke?
I smoke and I drink a lot now.
I
need to slow down on drinking. I know you need a drink. It's been a couple months. How months have it been?
I'm 8 months right now.
Sheesh. I mean, one more. You good? Nah, two more.
Two more. No. I was in. For those of y'all that don't know, well, you guys might know. I'm pregnant and I'm 8 months pregnant right now, and I haven't had a drink in a long time. But I go to the doctor, so in your mind, before you're actually pregnant, you think that it's 9 months. until you get to the doctor. They're like, oh no, that first month, no, the first month doesn't even count. So they don't count. So you're actually pregnant for 10 months. So technically, you give birth at around 40 weeks, not 36. You know that broke my heart.
You were drinking a lot before?
Before, like I'm a drinker. I don't smoke. Okay. So I'm one of those. When you smoke, you start asking a lot of questions, and
she's a drinker too. She's the one that really made me start drinking. She drinks a lot.
Yeah. So listen, y'all, we got a link.
For real.
But I'm not a smoker. I'm one of the people that you smoke and then you start like asking questions like, is that the TV over there? I'm one of those. I'm one of those, so I don't drink, but I really need a drink, and I'm really ready for him to come out. But anyway,
I feel you. And I can't wait for him to come out too, man. That's dope.
But the time has been going fast because I work. You know, so I come straight from work. After work, I do the podcast. After I do another podcast. So
I can see that you have a love for this too.
I think it's natural. You know, like it's natural. Like I love having conversations, especially about substance. You know, like we talking about something. It's not like we just chopping and chatting.
Let me ask you a question.
Yes.
What do you feel about Joe Budden?
Joe Budden.
I love Joe Budden.
I love him. I actually before he
I respect the transition so much.
I love the transition. It is natural for him. You know what I'm saying? It just recently when
he on Spotify too.
He played that, and then when he came from Complex. The shit from Complex
still won.
He shitted on it. You know because I don't even go to Complex at all right now.
Now I don't even watch that show like that.
I don't watch it anymore.
I watch it only for a certain topic and I get off.
I don't even click on them no more.
And shout out to Wayno and DJ Academics. I watch them individually. I don't even watch the show.
I don't even watch it. But and he shitted on them though because it's like
culture.
Hello,
Remy Ma.
Hello, Spotify Revolt. No, he did Spotify Revolt and his own, and then I didn't even know.
And he got his own show.
I didn't even know.
Wow, and he's getting paid off YouTube. And then he got the Spotify deal and put his mans on. So now you got a platform where it's just for show, just for commercial, just for Revolt, and that's for the limelight, you know, mainstream artists and you know all those kind of people. And then you got a show with your mans, and you put a bag in your man's hand. Shout out to that because that don't happen no more. Shout out to Joe, but that's why I had to ask you because you feel me, it's a podcast world.
Yes, that don't happen no more.
Podcasts
you know,
are really big right now.
And it is, but now you got to ask people like, what are you doing it for? Like, what is the message that you're sending really? Because Joe Budden, he's in his lane. A lot of times he's speaking about music. He's critiquing music, critiquing the things that's happening, and then he just talking about regular shit. You know what I'm saying? Like that you can relate to.
He's just being real.
He's just being, and then
he's yelling all that. It's just real. I love it for me. So shout out to Joe Budden.
Shout out to him.
And I see you going there, man.
Thank you.
Like, so far with
this. And it's funny because I don't even a lot of people say that this is so natural to me that they could see that this is what I'm going to be doing. But I really didn't do it. I really didn't do it because I wanted to be a media personality.
Yeah. I got a suggestion. I'm going to tell you after this.
Go ahead.
No.
Oh, after? So this was just a platform because I've been trying to do since I was in college. I wanted to do a organization for the youth. So, but I wanted them to, you know, be more self-sufficient, open up their mind business wise, you know. So everything just folded into play. But I had to backtrack and say, you know what, Naja, before you jump that big, you need to provide reasons why people would support an organization. You know, so now it's like, okay, she had a podcast. She remember I told you about the project that I'm trying to do. She had that project. She got this. She got this. Oh, she's really for entrepreneurs. She's really trying to, you know. And now I'm creating a platform to create my own clients. So now when I do the youth, I'm creating my own clients because I'm creating people to come on the podcast and people to come on the, you know, the projects and stuff like that because I created this. You know what I mean?
Right.
So you did. So it's like when people say that, like, yo, you're natural with this, it wasn't even a thought. You know, it was just like
you like having conversations. This is for you.
Yeah, you know.
This is for you.
But it's really, really dope.
Talk about it. It makes so much sense.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
Let's talk about it.
Right? Like how you be like, let's talk.
Let's talk about it. I didn't even know you had any of the interest back in the day either. I had no idea.
No, and that's the thing. You know, you don't really know a person, you know, until you actually sit down and chop it up.
I didn't know you were just with Trisha.
Just be done. That's the thing. People don't know that I'm with a lot of people, you know, because I'm not a floater. Like I'm social, so it's like I could blend them with this crowd. I could blend them with this crowd because I'm just myself, you know.
Yeah.
So that's why you would see me in different, like, oh, how you even know this person? How you even know? Because I'm just social like that, and I'm just genuine.
People gonna be even surprised about this interview.
Really, right?
Yeah,
I know.
sure.
OD.
They're gonna be like, oh shit.
Like, for real.
I'm posting on my Facebook and Instagram too.
Thank you. See, I'm trying to make sure that we covered everything. Oh, I had with that verse.
Okay. I just been putting in work. Always thinking about the worst. Man, I've been thinking about eating this lunch for so long I forgot that they brought me dessert. Got me a check for a show. I be neglecting them hoes. Man, I don't trust a soul up in this bitch, so whenever they want it, I get up and go. But what's up in this bitch? What's happening? What's up in this shit? Am I only like a truck in this bitch? I ain't your friend who you trucking it with when they ask where I've been getting money and shit. Yeah, I've been to this 24/7, I stick to the script. See a bad bitch and I couldn't resist, so I had a bag about a flick of the wrist. Whoa.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, like you can hear the beat. No, I was like the beat was on the headphones. No, that's lit. That's lit. Talented.
You know, coming up, man.
Yo, like I feel like we got to do a part 2 when another project come out because we have so much to talk about, and I feel like we got in a lot so far, but I feel like we still didn't even get into a lot.
It's not even enough.
Right? That's crazy. That's crazy. That's crazy.
EP dropping soon though.
Aii So Boom.
Aii So Boom dropping soon. 5-6 songs gonna probably dropping like late this month or early next month. And you feel what I'm saying? More videos dropping, more everything, just bigger things coming. You know what I'm saying? More performances, tour, everything. I promise.
Give
I'm
people
not gonna stop.
the platforms and stuff to find you at.
Yeah.
Give people your @ name, things like that, so they can click on you and find you.
Yeah, RAWBL, two W's, RAWWBLUE on Instagram and Twitter and Snapchat. RAWWBLUE, RAWW BLUE, and I think that's it. Yeah, and Facebook. Yeah.
So we got the Facebook. We got all of your information.
Yeah,
Make sure that you stay tuned for the EP. Aii So Boom. We have the Netflix special. Don't forget about that. You know he's gonna be in there. He's gonna be an inmate.
Yeah. Clink, clink, clink.
Before you do go though, I always end the show off by giving tips, you know. So what would be a tip that you would give a up and coming artist, an entrepreneur, business owner, friend, family, anyone that's trying to get on that journey? What is a tip that you would give them?
Don't let nobody trick you out your position.
I like that. I like that. Let me think of mine. That was a good one. Because it's so.
Yeah, you can take that one. It is for everything. It's for everything.
Yeah, it is. Okay.
Like if you have a mindset, you just gotta stick to.
Oh. How about actually, I'm gonna say one that I said earlier today. Anything that you do, make sure it contributes to the goal of being irreplaceable. Yeah, I think that's gonna be my tip for today.
That.
Yeah, you know.
Okay. She's sober as hell over there.
Right. That's exactly.
Remember everything right now.
Yo, I can't.
Shoot, I'm over here trying to remember.
Right.
I'll take another.
Got me messing up on EP, IP, you messing up. But no, that is gonna be my tip for the day. We have any events other than the EP dropping out? Any events, shows?
Nah, no shows right now. Not until the top of the year. You know what I'm saying? It's a little slow the fourth quarter, but the top of the year, then everything is back popping again. But follow me on Instagram and Twitter, and you're gonna see a young hustler chasing his dream and making it.
That's right. That's right.
Real.
Also, for the up and coming artists, y'all heard him. He's planning on making a label here. So
talk to me.
He gets it all. The demo tape, CDs, DMs. Yes. He's gonna look at them. He gonna look.
Yeah, I get it. I get it now. So it's only right.
It's only right. That was dope. I really do appreciate you coming out.
Thank you so
I really appreciate you being so open. Oh my gosh, that was so dope.
Of course. I'll type my phone down.
Did mine? I wasn't even looking at it. I didn't even look at my notes, nothing. That's
crazy. That's crazy.
Like, wow.
Yeah, we got so much more.
Right. Man. So stay looking out for part 2 with RAWW BLUE because he's definitely coming back.
Yes.
Anybody else that wants to join the show, go to GCM agency.com and go over to the contact tab. You can fill out your information, give us some little details about your business, and you can definitely come on. You know, if anything, I'm open. It's an open book. We can talk about anything.
Yes, she is.
All right.
Yes, she is. Yes, she is.
All right.
We winning, yo. Shout out to everybody that was listening, man. I appreciate y'all. Whoa. Make sure y'all stay tuned and y'all check for the kid. Y'all gonna hear about me real soon. It's not the last time.
Let's get it.
Whoa.
And that was the 7th episode of Let's Talk About It podcast with Naja Imani.
Whoa!
Turn up and run up them slots. Hey, 2 twins is what I got. Hey, Tay, we got one. Pull up in the drop. Hey, never see me in the drought. Never see me in the house. Never see me out about. Only place you see me. Hold up. Piping up. If you know who I was typing for. Superstar bitch, who you hyping up? Only trophies who I'm wiping up. Hold up. Who inviting us? If the money there, then blue is signing up. We two different, no describing us. The cake mine anyway, you slice it up. Hold up. You serving what? I went to LA and just started turning up. Curve your bluff, heard your stuff. My future used to be like $30. Dirt as fuck, hurt as fuck. Niggas pockets were just hella weak. Now I'm charging folks about 1,000, and I swear I'm doing features like every week. Go back in the